Hello, friends. Let's talk a little bit about butterflies, shall we? Yes, and I'll read you a little butterfly story today as well. Butterflies, as you may know, are a true insect. They are a real insect because they have 6 legs and they have wings. And a butterfly, it looks like they have 2 wings, don't they? Just like a bird. But actually, butterflies have 4 wings. Look carefully. 1, 2, that's a pair. 3, 4, that's a pair. 4 wings and hind wings, they're called. And they have 3 body parts, their head, their thorax, and their abdomen. And the wings are attached to their thorax. The wings have a really neat surface on them. They're little dusty scales. You know how fish have scales, but these are a little bit dusty. And the material that their scales are made of is the same stuff that our fingernails are made of, chitin. And they're covered with these powdery scales on them. And that actually gives them their name Lepidoptera, which means scaly wings. Sometimes processes and things in nature are so amazing, it's like they are magic. And sometimes I say, oh, nature's magic. But really, it can be explained by science. This story is called Butterfly Magic. It's a well-loved little story. Do you see how tiny and cute it is? Something to think about, it says when we read the story. Number 1, did you know that caterpillars have very poor eyesight? They can only see light and dark. That's all they can see, light and dark. Number 2, a butterfly drinks sweet nectar from flowers using its long tongue. Number 3, when a butterfly comes out of its shell, its new wings are wet and crumpled. The wings must dry in the sun. The butterfly flaps its wings until it's ready to fly. What are the ways in which butterflies and caterpillars are different? Think about that. How are butterflies and caterpillars different? Look at these pictures. There's a caterpillar and here's a butterfly. While we're reading the story, I want you to think some more about that. And number 5, what color butterflies have you seen? Well, I spy an orange one right here. This story was written by Melissa Getzoff, and the pictures were done by Stella Ormai. Look, a butterfly. A butterfly is an insect. Now we have these beautiful pictures that look just like real life. Does that mean this book is fiction or nonfiction? Yeah, if you guessed nonfiction, you're right. It's true, even though the pictures are drawn. And it's labeled, just like your nature journal. This says, monarch. That's a type of butterfly. Hi, monarch. A butterfly is beautiful. It has colorful wings. This is a red admiral. And if you look really closely, you can see the curly little proboscis ready to suck the nectar out of this trumpet-shaped flower. But when a butterfly is young, it looks very different. Blue butterfly, sulfur, and another monarch. I think that monarch is a cover connection, don't you? It's a cover connection, a cover connection. It's the same page as on the cover. When a butterfly hatches from a tiny egg, it's larva or caterpillar. So larva and caterpillar, it's a name for the same thing. Look at that. There's a larvae, there's a larva. I don't see any eggs though, do you? A caterpillar grows up to be a butterfly, and this is a swallowtail. And look at that match, look at this. Is that a match, friends? It's pretty close. A caterpillar has many legs. It creeps and crawls among the leaves. Look at them. And what do you think they're doing with those leaves, friends? Nibble, nibble, crunch. And this happens to be a honeysuckle vine. Remember we drew that on our nature journal, some of us? Now some of these legs that the caterpillar has, they will be keeping. So they have 6 up near their head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and those are keepers. They'll have those when they're a butterfly. But the rest of the legs back here, they only need it when they're a caterpillar. So after they go through nature's magical metamorphosis, those legs will no longer be needed. Munch, munch, munch. A caterpillar eats leaves. It eats and grows quickly. Remember, caterpillars don't eat any leaf. Every caterpillar has their favorite food. And some caterpillars even eat needles from a Douglas fir tree. The caterpillar gets bigger and bigger, and it grows too big for its skin. So what happens, friends, when your shoes are too small? Do you still keep squeezing your foot into them? No, you get bigger shoes. So the caterpillar needs bigger skin. The caterpillar sheds its skin many times as it grows. It means it leaves its old skin behind and emerges with new skin that's a little bit bigger. And it will do that again and again. Just like if you took off a t-shirt that was too small for you. What will happen next? The caterpillar makes one final skin. The skin is hard. It is like a shell. It is called a chrysalis. You might know it as a cocoon, and it's true that moths make cocoons, and butterflies, well, they can make a chrysalis. Whew, making a shell is hard work. Now the caterpillar rests inside the shell. And that's where amazing metamorphosis happens. When the caterpillar rests, something special happens. The caterpillar's body is changing in the shell. It is changing into a butterfly. And friends, even scientists don't really know exactly what happens inside there. Crack. The shell splits open. Look, there's our monarch butterfly. Look at its wings, all crumpled and floppy and wet. The caterpillar has turned into a beautiful butterfly. Oh, the butterfly opened and shut its wings until the blood pumped in and they became dry and strong. The butterfly moves its wings. Then up, up, up flies the butterfly, and away it goes. There's a spring azure butterfly. Azure means blue. An American copper. Copper means orangey. An alfalfa butterfly. The end. That was pretty wonderful. Thank you for listening to that story with me, friends. I hope you learned a bit more about butterflies. Bye.